Millions of people around the world struggle with alcoholism. It's a chronic condition where you just can't seem to stop drinking, even though it causes problems in your life. Alcoholism can have severe effects on the body, both in the short and long term. In this video, we will be talking about the most common effects and potential risks of alcohol intake on your body. I've broken them down into easy-to-understand explanations, so make sure you watch the whole video. Short-term physical effects. Ever notice a change after a drink? Alcohol works quickly in your body. Let's take a look at some of the short-term physical effects. Impaired coordination. Alcohol affects your body's ability to control movement and maintain balance. This can make simple activities like walking or using objects difficult. You might also notice that your speech becomes harder to understand, or what they call slurred speech. Slurred speech. And your vision may become slightly blurry. Tasks requiring precise hand movements, like writing or buttoning a shirt, or even taking money from your wallet to pay for your beer, may become more challenging. Reduced inhibitions and altered judgment. Alcohol disrupts the brain's functions responsible for impulse control and judgment. This can lead to a decrease in inhibitions, making you more likely to engage in risky behaviors you wouldn't normally consider. While you might experience a temporary sense of increased confidence and outgoingness, this can be deceptive. This impaired judgment can lead to poor decision-making that could have serious consequences, putting yourself or others at risk for accidents, injuries, or even legal trouble. Gastrointestinal disturbances. Drinking alcohol can upset your stomach and intestines. This can cause nausea, which is a feeling of sickness that might make you want to throw up. Sometimes vomiting may happen. Alcohol can also affect how your body absorbs food and fluids, leading to diarrhea and bloating, which can cause discomfort and cramping in your belly. It is important to remember that these short-term effects can have long-term consequences if alcohol abuse continues. Now let's check out the long-term physical effects of consuming too much alcohol. Long-term physical effects. While many enjoy a drink sometimes, it's important to be aware of how it can affect your health in the long run. Consuming alcohol regularly can have a surprising impact on many parts of your body. Over time, these effects can add up and lead to various health problems. Liver disease. Alcoholism can cause various liver diseases, with a progression from fatty liver disease to potentially more severe conditions. Fatty liver disease occurs when fat accumulates in the liver, which can lead to inflammation and scarring. However, with abstinence from alcohol, fatty liver disease can sometimes be reversed. If heavy drinking continues, alcoholic hepatitis, a more serious form of inflammation, can develop. In the most severe stage, cirrhosis, permanent scarring of the liver tissue occurs. These later stages of liver disease can lead to liver failure, which can be life-threatening. Cardiovascular problems. Alcoholism is a significant risk factor for developing cardiovascular diseases, such as high blood pressure, stroke, and heart attack. Excessive alcohol consumption can raise blood pressure and contribute to the buildup of plaque in the arteries, increasing the chances of heart disease and stroke. However, it's important to note that other factors also play a role in cardiovascular disease development. Pancreatitis. Alcoholism is a leading cause of pancreatitis, an inflammation of the pancreas, a gland behind the stomach responsible for digestive enzymes and hormones. Pancreatitis can cause severe abdominal pain, nausea, and vomiting. Both acute and chronic pancreatitis can lead to damage of the pancreas, potentially affecting its ability to produce digestive enzymes and hormones. Immune system dysfunction. Chronic heavy drinking weakens your body's natural defenses against germs and illness. This weakened immune system makes you more prone to infections of all kinds, not just specific ones like pneumonia or tuberculosis. Furthermore, chronic alcoholism can sometimes lead to malnutrition, which further hinders your body's ability to fight off infection and stay healthy. Now, let's go to the neurological impacts of chronic heavy drinking. Neurological impacts. Heavy alcohol use over time can affect the health of your nervous system, which controls everything from movement and coordination to thinking and memory. This can give you a lot of problems. Let's see how this can impact the way your nerves function. Neuropathy. Alcoholism can cause damage to the nerves in your body, leading to a condition called neuropathy. This condition can cause numbness, tingling, pain, and weakness in your hands and feet. The longer you drink, the more likely you are to develop neuropathy. While quitting alcohol can sometimes reverse the nerve damage, severe or long-term damage may be permanent. Cognitive decline. Drinking heavily for a long period of time can also lead to cognitive decline. This means that your ability to think, reason, and remember can be affected. You may have trouble with decision-making, problem-solving, and learning new things. This can have a significant impact on your daily life and can make it difficult to maintain relationships, work, or even take care of yourself. Mental health disorders. Alcoholism can significantly worsen symptoms of existing mental health disorders, particularly depression and anxiety. This is because alcohol disrupts the brain chemicals that regulate mood. If you struggle with a mental health condition, drinking alcohol can make it harder to manage your symptoms. Hey, you're still here? Awesome! But before we continue this video, make sure you are already subscribed to this channel to get notified of future video uploads. Social and behavioral consequences. Over time, heavy drinking can impact how you behave and interact in everyday situations. This can lead to a range of challenges in your social life and overall well-being. Let's explore how regular heavy drinking can influence your social interactions and daily activities. Relationship strain. Alcoholism can have a significant impact on your personal relationships. It can lead to conflicts, fights, and misunderstandings with your loved ones. You may become emotionally distant, neglect your responsibilities, and prioritize alcohol over your relationships. This can cause your family and friends to feel frustrated, angry, and hurt. You may also experience a breakdown in communication, which can further strain your relationships. Workplace issues. Alcoholism can also affect your job performance and career prospects. You may struggle to meet deadlines, miss work, or arrive late. You may also have difficulty concentrating, making decisions, and following instructions. This can result to poor job performance, disciplinary action, and even job loss. If your job involves operating heavy machinery or driving, alcohol use poses a serious safety risk to yourself and others. Legal problems. Alcoholism can also lead to legal problems. You may engage in risky behaviors such as drunk driving, public intoxication, or disorderly conduct. These actions can result in fines, community service, probation, or even jail time. Additionally, a history of severe alcohol-related offenses may affect your ability to obtain certain jobs, housing, or loans, depending on the specific requirements and the severity of the offenses. Alcohol dependence and withdrawal. Dependence syndrome. Alcohol dependence, also known as alcoholism, is a chronic disease characterized by a strong craving for alcohol, inability to control drinking, and physical dependence on alcohol. If you have a dependence on alcohol, you may experience withdrawal symptoms if you suddenly stop drinking. The development of alcohol dependence is influenced by a variety of factors, including genetics, environment, and behavior. Some people are more susceptible to developing alcohol dependence than others, and it can develop gradually over time. Withdrawal symptoms. Withdrawal symptoms occur when you stop drinking after prolonged heavy consumption of alcohol. Symptoms can range from mild to severe and can include tremors, anxiety, sweating, nausea, vomiting, and seizures. The severity of withdrawal symptoms can vary depending on the amount and duration of alcohol use. In severe cases, withdrawal can be life-threatening and require medical intervention. However, for milder withdrawal symptoms, a healthcare professional can provide guidance and support to manage them effectively and prevent complications. Reproductive and sexual health effects. Fertility issues. Alcohol consumption can have a negative impact on fertility, both in men and women. In men, alcohol can reduce testosterone levels, which leads to a decrease in sperm production and quality. In women, alcohol can disrupt the menstrual cycle, making it difficult to conceive. Chronic alcohol abuse may increase the risk of permanent damage to reproductive organs, potentially hindering fertility. The severity of these effects depends on the amount and duration of alcohol consumption. Sexual dysfunction. Alcohol consumption can also lead to sexual dysfunction, both in men and women. In men, alcohol can cause erectile dysfunction and decrease libido. In women, alcohol can decrease sexual desire and lead to difficulty achieving orgasm. Chronic alcohol abuse may increase the risk of permanent damage to sexual organs, further affecting sexual function. The severity of these effects depends on the amount and duration of alcohol consumption. Risk of cancer. Heavy drinking over a long period can be linked to an increased risk of developing certain cancers. This doesn't mean everyone who drinks heavily will get cancer, but the risk is higher. Let's explore what types of cancer you might get if you're an alcoholic. Liver cancer. Heavy drinking damages your liver over time. As it struggles to process alcohol, it can become inflamed and fatty, potentially progressing to cirrhosis. This chronic damage creates an environment for abnormal cell growth, increasing the risk of liver cancer, especially hepatocellular carcinoma. The risk increases with the amount and duration of heavy drinking. People with pre-existing liver conditions like hepatitis B or C face an even greater risk if they also drink heavily. However, abstaining from alcohol or reducing intake can significantly decrease the risk of liver damage and potentially HCC, even for those with some existing damage. Esophageal cancer. Heavy alcohol consumption can irritate the lining of your esophagus, the tube connecting your throat to your stomach. This chronic irritation can damage cells and increase the risk of abnormal cell growth that becomes esophageal cancer, particularly esophageal squamous cell carcinoma. The risk goes up with the amount and duration of heavy drinking. Smoking significantly increases the risk of esophageal cancer, especially when combined with heavy alcohol use. A healthy diet rich in fruits, vegetables can help reduce the risk. It's important to remember that while alcoholism can increase your risk of developing certain types of cancer, it's not the only factor. Other lifestyle factors, such as smoking and poor diet, can also contribute to your risk. Colorectal cancer. Heavy drinking can increase your risk of colorectal cancer. It disrupts gut bacteria and causes chronic inflammation in the colon and rectum. This inflammation damages the lining and increases the risk of abnormal cell growth and can become cancer. The more you drink and the longer you drink heavily, the higher the risk. Other factors like diet and obesity can also play a role. To reduce your risk, limit alcohol intake and focus on a healthy diet rich in fiber and low in red meat. Take note that not everyone who drinks heavily will develop cancer. This varies from person to person. Oh, did you just quit drinking alcohol? That's great. Do you want to know the signs that your liver is healing from alcohol? Awesome. Then make sure to watch this next video. You'll get excited from the signs I will tell you. I will see you there.